part of your presentation?
That's the presentation.
Just neat presentation. It's gonna be a quickie today.
Oh, okay.
Alright, today we're going to have a class on not how to play chess, but the pieces in the chess game and the movement of the pieces. Alright, quick history on chess. Chess was created in the 6th century, but nobody knows who actually created it. And the form of chess that we play today, and the board and the pieces, was made by a guy named Stout in the 1920s. And it's been adopted as a universal way to play chess. Every chess set has, each player has 16 pieces, 32 in all, for both players. 8 pawns, 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops, 1 king, 1 queen. The object of the game is to capture the opponent's king. And that's effectively checkmate. That's when you win the game. Alright, now a quick overview of each piece. Smallest piece in the game is called the pawn. It's the piece sacrificed the most, and some would say the least important piece. The next piece, it's called a major piece. It's considered a major piece. It's the rook. Really good piece to use, really good piece to have if you know how to use it. The next piece is the knight, signified by the horse. Another really good piece, provided you know how to use it, right? Bishop. Bishop and knights are considered minor pieces of the game, minor chess pieces. Next is the queen, the most powerful piece on the table. The queen does all the fighting, and in most games the queen will be the one to win the game for you. The next piece is the king. Not very powerful, but he's the guy you want to protect. He can't move all that much, but he's the guy you want to protect throughout the whole game. Alright. Now the movement of the pieces. First we start with the pawn. The pawn usually can move 1 space, unless it's coming off its starting line. Then it can move 2. Then after that, it can only move 1 space. Now, it only moves straight forward, but provided an enemy's piece is diagonal to it, you can take that piece and replace the spot. That's how the pawn moves. Next is our rook. The rook, very powerful piece because it can move straight in any direction up until it reaches another piece. And that's how it takes a piece. Moves straight, takes the piece, and it replaces its spot. Our knight, really effective because it moves in a real peculiar way. The knight can move in an L shape, meaning 3 and 2. The way I taught my daughter how to remember it. So you count the spaces on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And it moves that L shape in any direction, provided another piece ain't there. But if an opponent's piece is there, it takes the spot. Now the bishop. Bishop really effective also, but considered a minor piece. Moves diagonal. And it can move as many ever spaces diagonal until it reaches another piece. And if it's an opponent's piece, it takes the spot. Really effective piece. And the next is the queen. Most powerful piece on the table. The biggest loss is if you lose it in a game. The queen can move in any direction. It moves in like any piece does. It can move just like any piece except for the knight. Can't move in an L shape, but it can move it diagonal, straight, horizontal, any kind of way. It can move until it reaches another piece. And if it reaches an opponent's piece, it'll take the spot. And the king. The king is the guy you always want to protect, but he's provided the laziest guy. If he can only move one space in any direction, but only one space. So pretty much, you always want to keep him back here because he can't do much except get himself killed. Alright, and that is my demonstration. Chess pieces, chess game. Thank you.
Cool.